Yeah, we don't want nobody telling us what to do. We don't want nobody pushing us around.
I apologize. But tell me, just what is it that you want to do?
Well, we want to be free. We want to be free to do what we want to do. We want to be free to ride. We want to be free to ride our machines without being hassled by the man. And we want to get loaded. And we want to have a good time. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to have a good time. We're going to have a party.
Welcome to the Bikers Lifestyle Podcast. I'm Tank.
I'm Dirty.
And here we are. Well, let's just say we tried to tackle something. We tried to tackle a pretty heady subject the last time we were on.
Yeah. I mean, whole country's all focused on race and cops and everything, and it's sort of like, we decided to talk about it because, there's a lot of different races and the biker culture and everything.
And we wondered, how people were going to take it.
Yeah, it had to be talked about.
I think so.
Yeah.
I definitely think so. But then I remembered something.
What's that?
We're bikers in a motorcycle club.
Yeah.
And I just want to get back to basics, I guess, and I don't want to get far away from ourselves and try to think with like Phil Donahue or some shit like that,
No.
Taking on some heady subject or anything.
Well, it had, it's part of the times. No matter what type of person you claim to be, I'm a motorcycle enthusiast, I'm a biker, I don't even have a motorcycle. I stumbled onto this podcast by a fucking accident. I actually am all about 10 speeds and fucking wearing spandex. I don't know, whatever the fuck your deal is, you can't get away from the fact that you're a human fucking being.
Yeah.
You can't get away from the fact that you live in America. And if you don't live in America and you're listening to this podcast, FYI, there's shit going on in fucking America. So, that's the lens we see the fucking world as, an American. Anyways, long story short, it affects everybody. Whether you're a biker, whether you're a motorcycle enthusiast, whether you're just some Joe Blow asshole fucking listening to this, wondering what the whole biker's lifestyle is about, it affects you. The social climate that we live in affects everybody. You can say, I hate the government too. I don't give a flying fuck about goddamn politics. I really don't. But at the same time, you can't fucking ignore the fact that we started this podcast last fucking year about fucking what bikers thought, what bikers were about, yada, yada, yada. We're going to talk about partying. We're going to talk about riding. We're going to talk about cool shit. And, oh, by the way, the following fucking year, we can't ride to certain fucking places because it's locked the fuck down. Certain fucking states, you can't even ride a fucking motorcycle.
That's still going on right now, too.
I don't even know what the fuck's going on anymore. You can't
trust the news. You can't trust what you read. You can't trust what you hear.
Dave Chappelle, he had that special. If you haven't seen, if you live in a fucking closet, Dave Chappelle did a special called 846. And he did like a concert outside in a fucking pavilion of some sort, and it was sponsored by Netflix. It's on YouTube if you want to fucking look it up. But he said something that was super fucking prevalent. He said that the reason why people want to listen to celebrities, and we're not celebrities, by the way, we're jackass fucking nobodies, man. But the reason why people look for, comfort, or they look for a response from, say, a celebrity type culture or the internet or whatever, is because you can't trust what the fuck is being said on the news. You can't trust what the fuck is being said by your local fucking politician. You can't trust any of that shit because it's been proven time and time again that it's fucking bullshit. There's lies. There's all this fucking controversy. There's all these fucking cloak and dagger fucking deals done behind the goddamn scenes. We see it now.
Indeed.
No, please.
Oh, no.
I'm just going to say, the fucking internet has fucking exposed the dirty truth.
Oh.
No pun intended. The dirty truth about how the systems of fucking control work. They have exposed it, you know. Since everybody's got a fucking camera in their goddamn phone, we can see what the fuck is going on. We can see what the fuck is going on in the streets. We can see what the fuck is going on in our local government. We can see what's going on in the fucking world, unfiltered, unedited, live, raw, the whole shebang.
And then what they don't realize is that people are actually comparing what they see to what they read.
Exactly.
And they're not jiving.
Never makes sense.
And through all that aside, because all of that's really troubling.
Mm-hmm.
It is, because I don't have a lot of control over it.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't. But what bothers me is that what makes anybody so fucking right about anything? Because you see them when they get on the social media, and it's, if you don't think the way that I do, you are suddenly now a piece of garbage, and you should be 80. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm going to get you out of my life. I see families are being destroyed over ideology because of social media pressure, to a certain degree.
Yeah, I mean, well, everybody's got a talking point that they want to fucking talk about. Everybody's got a talking point. You know, if you come to me and you say I'm a fucking liberal or I'm a fucking conservative, I already know what you think about most major fucking issues. I already know what you think. You don't even need to fucking say it.
Yeah.
Because everything's a fucking talking point. We had some fucking asshole on our fucking YouTube channel. Oh, you guys are a bunch of fucking liberals. You're a fucking retard. If you have fucking listened to 5 seconds of this fucking podcast and figured, oh, hey, those guys are liberals, you are fucking missing the goddamn point.
Yeah, no shit.
A libertarian is not a fucking liberal, you dumb fuck.
No, and it's not a Republican either.
It's not a Republican either.
No.
It's a person that's about, hey, man, you do you, I'll do me,
That's right.
and we'll fucking coexist together in this fucking umbrella of freedom that the fucking Constitution fucking gives us.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? It's stressful times.
It is. That's why I'm glad to be, well, at least out, to a certain degree on my bike.
Yeah. I still have to borrow a fucking motorcycle from Brothers because my bike is torn apart. I tried putting it back together, and I found out that, well, let's just say a machine shop didn't measure certain things, told me they were right, and they weren't. And I had certain parts interfering with other parts, and it didn't work out, so I had to tear it back apart and do some more machining and figuring some more things out. Long story short, last weekend, I rode to another club's fucking party where we got fucking really goddamn drunk, and I may or may not have thrown up and passed out in a pile of my own puke. And it was a good fucking time. I sort of released some tension, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got it out of my system. It's been a while since I've been, face down in the grass, fucking, covered in my own puke. And, it was a good time. I had a good time. That's the point I'm trying to get across. Good times are still being had. We're riding. We're having fun. Yeah. And that's what this whole podcast is focused on. This whole fucking lifestyle should be focused on, man. Fuck, the world's burning down around us. Who gives a flying fuck about it? What we should fucking focus on is good time with good people, having, we only get one fucking go with this world. You know what I mean? You only get one life to live.
Seems that way, yeah.
You only get one life to live. I don't give a shit what religion you want to fucking subscribe to. You only get one fucking go.
Even if reincarnation does exist,
you come back, it's like a bug or something.
Well, who knows what you come back at? It's not like you remember this one. It's not like you're going to pick up where you left off.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's kind of it, for this pod.
I mean, live your fucking life.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of touched on it, like all this bullshit in the fucking news about religion or not religion. I'm sorry, I misspoke. All this. Well, we can talk about it, but anyways. All this bullshit about fucking race and the police, cops, whatever. All this bullshit, man. I can't do one goddamn thing about it. I'm a fucking nobody.
Yeah.
In fucking Wisconsin.
And I'm trying to stay that.
Yeah. I can't do shit about it. I can't make fucking change in a social setting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What the fuck am I going to do? I'm a fucking dude who goes to fucking work 6 days a goddamn week.
Yeah.
In my spare time, I try to do as much family shit as possible so it's, somewhat okay for me to fucking jump on a machine and take off for, however fucking long and ride with brothers and party and do all this shit. I mean, I'm busy enough. I can't solve your fucking social fucking dilemmas. Nor do I even give a fuck about them. I really don't. I really do not fucking care about social fucking things.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna change things up just a little here because we talk about what's changed right now. I tell you what, some things never change.
They never will.
And this is I see a lot more not newcomers, but just guys who are starting to be on the scene. How's that? And a lot of new metric riders and stuff, guys, and some cruisers and people I haven't seen before. So you always get that same guy that comes up to you. And he seems like cool, but they're really, really curious about the club world, and they just start asking questions.
Yeah.
And they must think sometimes when they get up to a patch holder and they start asking questions, and they're doing it out of sincerity, right? They really want to know. They honestly don't know, what's going on, and they don't realize that patch holder is suddenly going, why does he fucking want to know so much about me? What do you mean? What's he asking these questions for? To a certain degree, I think we're always looking and wondering if somebody's, Johnny Law, or whatever, for whatever reason, whatever connotation they have in their head of what motorcycle clubs are. But, it would probably seem a little standoffish because I see a lot of bikers do it when they're stuck in this situation and somebody's asking questions, and you're not going to tell them. A guy, take my cutoff to put my hoodie on. And, he saw the gun at my side, and he went, oh, so you got a gun? And I'm like, oh, yeah. Yeah, you saw that, huh? Like, standing right there. And, well, do other guys in your club, have guns? And I said, I don't know, ask them. Well, I mean, you know what? You understand what I'm saying? It's just they don't understand the standoffish is for a reason.
Look, it's not fucking hard. If you want to know what it's like to be in a club, it's not fucking hard to know what it's like. I mean, there are fucking podcasts and social media sites that'll fucking tell you what it's like. 4 for the Road. 4 for the Road is a podcast / Facebook page. It's the number 4 and then the word 4, the road. On that show, you have at least 4 guys. I mean, there's more guys that participate in that.
4 main ones.
Yeah, but there's 4 main dudes. And I mean, one of them's a 1%er. It's straight up 1%er in a very, very well-known club. Okay, so he's not full of shit. When he talks, fucking listen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, whether or not you agree that his club is, the right club, or his club is, cool, whatever the fuck you want to think about this dude and his club, you have to admit that this fucking man knows what the fuck he's talking about when he starts talking about fucking motorcycle culture and the do's and don'ts and yada yada yada.
He has touches of wisdom in his posts. I like some of the
Exactly.
stuff that he lays out there.
You can't. I mean, I don't give a flying fuck what you think of him and his club. What he's saying is a legitimate fucking thing that you should fucking listen to. It's not some fucking jackass in some fucking club posting fucking videos on fucking YouTube talking about, I'm a 99%er and I know Brian Urlacher, fuck you. But you know what I mean? He's not some fucking jackass pretending. This motherfucker is legit. He knows what the fuck he's talking about. And they will literally tell you what you need to know if you want to be part of the fucking biker club culture, if you want to be in the world of motorcycle clubs. They are 100% a guaranteed fucking ins and outs and do's and don'ts of that fucking scene. This podcast is not about that. This has never been about that. We are just talking about biker shit, about doing biker things. Whether you're in a club, whether you're an independent, whether you're not even considering yourself a biker. Hey, man, let's fucking have a conversation. Hey, man, why do you do what you do? What do you think? Why do you ride? That's what we do. So if you're on this fucking, channel or this podcast to fucking hear, well, what's it like to be in a club? Man, you're on the wrong fucking channel, man. I can briefly tell you what I do, but it's from my perspective. It's not going to be from the perspective of every single fucking motorcycle club or every single motorcycle club. I have no idea what other clubs are doing.
Right. Well, that was my eventual point was that if you want to know, join one.
If you want to know what club life is like, you got to be in it. I can sit here until I'm blue in the face and I can tell you my experiences and I can tell you what I think it means and I can tell you all this shit. Until you, like I've said it before in other podcasts, until you join a club, you get the patch on your back, you're sitting in the meetings, you have no fucking idea what it's like to be in any club. whether or not I'm in a motorcycle club, right? I'm in motorcycle club A. I have no idea what's going on behind the scenes in motorcycle club B, whoever they are, or C, or D, or you name it. I have no idea what other motorcycle clubs are doing or what they're about. I can only see what they allow me to see. You know what I mean? So don't come up to a patch holder and be like, hey man, I'm thinking about joining, what's it like? They're going to give you the most generic answer possible, because the last thing we need to fucking do is have everybody knowing our fucking business. And guess what? That goes across the board with any organization. Walk up to a Marine. Walk up to an Army man and say, hey man, what's it like being in the Army? Is he going to sit there and fucking give you a fucking 2-hour fucking documentary on what it's like to be in the fucking military?
Join a moose lodge.
Yeah.
They're probably secret.
What are the mooses doing? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
What are the fucking Freemasons doing? I have no fucking idea.
Yeah.
Spanking each other with paddles. I don't know what the fuck
You
they're
want to
doing.
know? Go join them.
Go join them. Go find out.
Yeah.
And if you're on the fucking internet right now trying to search and figure out if you belong in a particular organization, or you think you might be, I'm going to tell you right now, you can get an idea, but you are never going to fucking know until you pull the trigger and fucking decide to fucking do it.
Well, there's a book out there. I saw the title. It's How to Join a One Percenter Motorcycle Club. That was the actual title of the book.
Yeah, buy that. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, believe every word it says, because I'm sure it's 100% factual. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
But please film it when you attempt.
Yeah.
To.
Yeah, put that shit on fucking
Please,
Instagram.
please. That'll be
awesome.
It'll be humorous, man. But attended a funeral the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, for Isaac, one of the boys that we sponsored.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
Well,
he was an inspirational little dude.
we like to throw on our fucking fancy vests and get on our fucking fancy machines, and we like to parade around like we're hardcore badasses. I mean, I get it that people think that we think super highly of ourselves, and I guess we put off that front. I get it. I mean, I'm not immune to the fact that we look a certain way when we're going down the road. I get it. But this club that we're in does a lot of charity work. So when you want to talk about the disenfranchised, you want to talk about sick kids. I mean, we're not on the front lines as much as other people, but we are on the front lines to a certain extent. I have been to funerals for kids.
Yeah.
I wasn't at Isaac's funeral. Fucking life gets in the way of doing
Well,
things.
when you get a couple day notice to do it.
No, it is what it is.
You can make it, you make it.
But last year, we.
No, Isaac. That was at the old clubhouse.
I was talking about.
Oh, my apologies. I thought you were talking about that.
I was talking about Zach.
Oh yeah, Zach. Yeah, that's coming up. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, last year we didn't put on a ride, but we were a big part of the ride as far as organization, and
we had the privilege to help out.
Yeah, and we had the privilege of meeting the young man, and we kind of threw a party for him and a ride for him while he was still alive, so he could see it and he could participate, because this kid's only wish was that he wanted, his dying wish, I should say, but his dying wish is that when he died, he wanted a motorcycle procession. He wanted a bunch of motorcycles to ride him to his final destiny.
Yeah,
and for a kid who's, what is he, like, I think he was 17 or 18 at the time.
19.
Well, at one time that he said it.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, how do you not fucking do something about that? How do you not fucking try everything to make that happen?
Well, it was the response was phenomenal.
Yeah, and thousands of fucking bikers showed up. Thousands of fucking people, all races and makes of bikes and different walks of life. Yeah. They all showed up.
Yeah, on a very cold, raw March day.
Yeah, it was like fucking 40 degrees.
Yeah, the shortest ride in history. Well, maybe not history, but it was pretty short. Probably maybe a mile and a half.
It was a few miles, but at the same time, not only was it a few miles, when the bikes were showing up where Isaac was, there was still bikes leaving the place where we left, where we started from.
Yeah.
So you literally had a train of bikes that wrapped for miles.
Yeah.
Just to fucking give this kid a fucking,
yeah.
I don't know, a good fucking day, you know? And
Yeah.
that's what, you know what, that's what our club's about. You know, we're not about fucking trying to be hardcore badass motherfuckers that fucking bust balls and kick ass. Not that we're fucking against anybody who is about that. But our club, our personalities are more of, we want to help. And we want to make people better. We want to put an impact on this world that's positive.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, you know, Isaac too, but Zach didn't, he didn't live too much longer. And he died. You know, he died from his disease. He had cancer. And, you know, it's sad. You know, I mean, you think you join a motorcycle club, you're going to do super cool things like get drunk and ride motorcycles and maybe or maybe not do performance-enhancing type substances. And all that shit's there. But at the same time, our motorcycle club witnessed a mother collapse in tears and hysteria while they carted away the casket that had her firstborn child.
Yeah.
We were there for that. And, you know, it's rough to see. It hits you right in the fucking guts.
Well, kind of motorcycling in itself is kind of all that up in your face. You know, the whole lifestyle.
Yeah, you're gonna eat shit from time to time.
You're gonna see
it's
shit.
not all fun and games.
You're gonna see shit. It's gonna get real quick.
Yeah, it's not all fun and games out there. You know, if you ride a motorcycle, you realize it's not all fun.
Oh, look at how quickly one of our members' old ladies passing motorcycle. They went by and the guy's side of his saddlebag hit her foot. And broke her foot. Boom.
I mean, fucking motorcycles are
just
dangerous.
Like that. Yep.
They're dangerous machines. If you're not fucking willing to accept the danger, don't get on the motherfucker.
Yeah.
But, you know, life is fucking short. You gotta fucking take every advantage you can of fucking the day, you know. And at the same time, you know, you gotta.
What's new?
The world is interrupting our podcast.
Yeah, that's all right. let's just say a specific biker's lifestyle is interrupting our podcast right now.
Yeah.
Hey, fucking sit down, man.
Did you say wetback? My Hispanic brother said wetback, so I'm not. It's not my words. Don't hashtag me to me or whatever. Don't cancel me. Anyways, my point is, it's not all fun and games, but when it is fun and games, enjoy the shit out of it.
There's highs, there's lows.
There's highs, there's lows, and here we are.
Yeah.
If you're watching this, you're not riding your motorcycle, maybe you should do more of that. Maybe in 2020, the answer is fucking let's just have fun.
Well, yesterday, you know, Doc had the St. Jude run.
Yeah.
And it was fun, just all of us being out, you know, out there being together and giving the Proby a hard time, putting them on the spot. Yeah, that was good stuff, man.
Well, you know, you got to have that, man. I mean, I hear people bitch and whine and complain that the year 2020 is the worst year ever. You know, life sucks so bad. I wish we could go back. You can't go back. You can only go fucking forward. And if you want shit to fucking change, you can hope and you can fucking pray or you can fucking, you know, focus on or whatever the fuck you want to do. You can do whatever the fuck you want, but at the end of the fucking day, if you want shit to fucking change, you got to make it change. You got to make it happen.
I believe
you got to take ownership in the bullshit that you're doing.
Oh yeah.
You got to take ownership in the bullshit you can control and fucking change it.
So want to jump in on this, but I can't.
What?
Yeah, so want to jump in on that one, but I can't.
You want to jump in on it?
Nah.
We can hit a pause on this and we can fucking hook up a microphone.
Brother
Miho's in the house, by the way. Brother Miho.
Yeah, Brother Miho's.
Brother Miho.
Right.
Are you going on 48 hours or
Friday? 72.
And it's Sunday today. 72 hours of being awake, partying.
Dude.
But you're right.
It's not all about fucking sick kids.
But you're right. Make it. But you're right. Make it to what you want. You're right.
All right, hold on. We're gonna pause this. Pause this real quick. We're gonna hook up another microphone. We're gonna hear what you have to say. Maybe we can get fucking brother Cholo over here, who just showed up,
Let's do this.
who
I'm
took
drunk.
time away
Let's
from
do
his
this
busy
shit.
schedule of banging hot bitches.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're live right now.
Oh, you're live right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm.
Fuck it, let's do it.
Pause.
Let's do it again.
I can't. I really don't want to. I don't want to.
Oh, you just want to keep it?
I just want to keep going on.
Oh,
that's
fuck
fine.
it. We'll just give me, brother Miho. You got something to say?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you can use my microphone.
So
As a white man, I'm going to give my
Ooh.
Hispanic brother the microphone.
Move your chair around so people can see you there. Oh no, we got you. We got you.
No, you know what? No. Let me stop real quick. You take my seat. I'm gonna fucking.
All right,
I'm gonna go over here.
Considering
Take
the
my
fuck-
seat.
No,
Take
no,
my seat.
considering
No,
some
no,
of the
no, it's
technical shit, you know,
Right.
we're gonna try to keep it as simple as possible.
Exactly. We're
Start
not
pausing
smart people.
shit, you know. I'm gonna want me
Fuck
moving
it.
from
I'm
synthetic
running out of
oil
fucking
to
whiskey anyway.
regular
You're
oil
gonna
again,
be
you know.
So
Cholo's just like, I ain't saying nothing, man.
So to touch back on what my brother Dirty said, and we just had this conversation a couple minutes ago before you guys started doing this.
Uh-huh.
He's right. Don't run to something that's already built. Do what the fuck you want to do and build it for yourself. Do what you believe in, but believe in it. Be a real man. It's always easier to run to the easiest thing, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
But when you got to go through the struggles of things, the reward's so much better.
Well, you know, in the absence of one being good or bad, how can you know what the other one is? So, like in the absence of bad, how would you ever know what good is? Because
But you
good-
never
good
find
is just-
out. But
Good
you-
is just the normal.
But you
So
never,
that's all I'm saying.
Right.
Is the basis for comparison is that you have to have good and bad to experience.
right. But you never find out unless you search the other side.
You got to push the envelope.
Which means being an open-minded person.
Oh yeah, and taking chances too.
Don't get stuck in your ways.
Yeah, you know, I raised 3 kids. My wife and I did.
And that's a lot of the issues that I have when I ask a couple of old school guys that are around,
Mhm.
teach me your way. Because you know what? You guys talk shit about us.
I don't know.
Because
Let's
we-
not go down that road right now.
But I'm saying, because we wear the tight pants and the tiny shoes and shit. Hey, guess what? You guys were doing the same shit when you were our age.
No, mine was more tie-dye, ripped up jeans, and a bandana, you know, around my.
And a little bit of acid.
Yeah, a little bit. But you, I need you to.
So I'm not.
No. Hear me out for 1 second. If you recall, since you've been a probate, and before you patched in, I sort of was giving you some wisdom and helping you along.
Yeah.
Anyway, so.
Yeah. And it's
So don't generalize when you say you
No,
guys.
no. And I appreciate that
You
because
young whippersnappers, you.
No,
and I'm not pointing fingers, but you. I'm just kidding.
No. And I
It's a joke.
appreciate that because if you guys don't teach us, we can never allow the traditional ways and then see life to go out there as you want.
I can't agree more. You know.
And when I see guys like you and Pops and Doc, and they tell stories and they tell, I guess we call it wisdom. It's a traditional way of running things,
Yeah.
and that's important because you know what? As people in this world, we treat each other differently in society. Guys.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
No. Well,
By the way, I'm not sober. I'm fucking drunk as fuck.
keeping it real in the biker's lifestyle, man. Hey, no, I just want you to be safe. That's all, brother.
Yeah, no, and
That's all.
I appreciate that. And that's the other struggle is we all get involved in this. We don't want to be told what to do. But sometimes it's your brother's keepers. You just sometimes tell your brothers what to do.
Yeah.
And that's sometimes a hard conversation to have with certain people, including myself.
Yeah, it's just part of the lifestyle too. It's just how it is. That's life.
Yeah, it's just over.
It's not even a biker thing. That's a life thing, if you ask me.
All right. Here, you can have your headphones back.
I don't want to use my white privilege too much, but
Whoa,
we gotta
boy.
get this podcast back on
The
track.
fucking we're trying to
Are you
trigger
leaving?
Ted.
No,
All right.
I'll be around. Hey, you guys would have to leave if I find some random ass fucking girl to be back.
You follow all that, America? It's all right. Miho's left the building, just to let you know.
You get what you pay for when you fucking.
You do get
When
what
you get onto the biker's lifestyle, you get what you pay for. I'll be honest with you, I have no idea what the fuck you guys are talking about, so I'm sort of jumping into a conversation.
To be honest with you, I don't think he really. He knew, but
Miho's been up for a few days.
he has been.
He's been having a really good time.
I think so, yeah. He was having a good time yesterday, and he's well in the same clothes as he was yesterday. So I think he's doing all right.
This lifestyle ain't for the fucking weak.
All I can say is
Yeah.
when I was about, younger than him, I remember going to a party in Woods Hole, Massachusetts on Cape Cod, which is an island.
Mm.
And I woke up, well, that was on a Friday night, and I woke up Sunday in New Bedford, Massachusetts, which is over bridges, over water, and another hour away. And to this day, I don't know how the fuck I got there.
Hey, man, you're gonna have those fucking days.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not if you're not pushing it, then you're not living. So.
Well, you got to test your boundaries, man. And
I once got hammered fucking drunk with a fucking rock band at a bar. I mean, back in the day. I mean, this is way back when. And there was this fucking band. I'll name drop them. I don't give a shit. Boba Flex, if you've heard of them, give them a listen. They're all right. But they were coming through town, and there's a local club, and they play this local club, and blah blah blah. Not club motorcycle, but like music venue. And they just so happened to be in a bar that this venue owned multiple bars in town, and they just so happened to get into town early, and they were drinking at this bar. I am not a real big fan of the band Bubble Flex, but I know who they are and I've seen them perform. But when you show up to a bar on like a fucking random Tuesday or Wednesday night and you just see a bunch of long-haired dudes fucking drinking, you really don't pay that much fucking attention to who the fuck they are because, you're just in there after work when you work second shift, by the way.
Uh-huh.
And long story short, I then realized who they were and then had to prove a point that I could outdrink a rock band. And I was on a motorcycle. And I thought I was holding my own. And then it was like fucking 2:30, it's bar time, or 2 or whatever fucking time it was. And I'm like, all right, guys, I got to go. It took me 45 minutes to get home.
Yeah.
And I lived 15 minutes away.
I believe that.
Because I tried to fucking hang with a rock and roll band. Rock and roll bands are in it to win it.
Okay, well, you've never heard this.
Okay.
Years ago, I was a chef for Sheraton Hotels.
Oh, shout out to Sheraton Hotels.
Shout out to Sheraton, but I was a chef for him on Cape Cod, Massachusetts.
When in Massachusetts? Stay at the Sheraton.
Stay at the Sheraton, man. The Sheraton, Falmouth, Massachusetts.
We're still looking for sponsors.
And there was a rock band, heavy metal rock band, that was staying at the hotel. They were playing at the Tweeter Center. That's what they called it at that point. At that point in time, I was getting off at about 9 o'clock at night, and I kept well, let's just say as a chef, we make things with alcohol, and
sure,
they used to give us the bottles of booze but then we started drinking it on the side too. We went through too much, so we had to go to the bar all the time anytime we needed booze for a recipe.
The perks of being a chef.
And so I had to go to the bar to get the booze, and that happened about 3 or 4 times through the course of the afternoon into the evening. And the heavy metal band yells over, "Hey chef, hey man, where's there a good place to party tonight?" It's like a Tuesday or a Wednesday or something at the hotel. And I said, "Oh shit, I'm getting off in like 15, 20 minutes, man. I'll bring you to the place." And the Wild Irish Rose. And true enough, I had everybody except Donnie Dokken in the band. I had Dokken, Hard Rockin' Dokken, in the band in the back with what's his name, Stevie. Who was the guitarist? Fuck.
I don't know.
He was in the back of my '76 Cutlass Supreme. We're flying down the road. He's screaming his ass off, like a siren as we're going. After we were at this freaking place all night long, we closed that down. I went back to the hotel rooms with them. They had the suites and stuff in the back part. Well, we start to get into the talcum powder, and fuck, man, we're just partying.
Enhancing.
We're drinking champagne and shit. We're doing performance-enhancing substances, and fucking long story short. 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm breaking into the kitchen. Well, I had keys, but one was locked. I didn't have a key for. Getting some chili out so I can make chili for all of us to eat.
Figure it the fuck out.
Now we're about 5 o'clock in the morning. We're fucked beyond comprehension, okay?
Yeah.
The drummer, his younger brother was with him on tour, and so this kid's got a video camera, and he's videotaping these guys like the whole summer as he's touring with Hard Rockin' Dokken. And I remember being so fucked up. Wearing sunglasses, we're inside, I got a drink in my hand, and we're both pointing me, and I don't know, one of the band members, because I really never listened to him. And there's a sign in there that always feels like the fire exit sign says, "You are here." like shows you your room where you're at, so you can always get out in case of a fire.
Yeah.
And we're both fucked up beyond comprehension. We're going, you are here, you are here, you are here, and we're in the video, and the video doing this.
Yeah.
Now, how I know that we're in the video doing this is because later on that year, Dokken did this compilation video of that summer tour with one of their ballads that they were playing, and I fucking saw myself on the video with the other guy going, "You are here, you are here, you are here."
Yeah.
No, that's not the other famous band that I partied with.
Oh, no.
No, no. When I lived in Cape Cod, once again, man, cosmopolitan place. Let me tell you. I worked with a guy named Danny Dozier. His sister, Judy Dozier, went by the stage name of Glenda Sequid. Look it up. You Googleize it, folks. Put it on the Wikipedia machine there. And she was the keyboardist for Billy Idol.
Wow.
And so Danny said, hey, man, do you want to go up to Boston and see? They're playing up in Boston tonight. I went, well, fuck yeah. So we went up, and I remember we like showed up at the hotel and got in the elevator, and like Billy Idol and two of his, arm candy jumped in there, and Billy looks over and he goes, "Hey, Danny, hey, what's up, man?
What's up, man?"
And he's like, "How you doing?" And Danny goes, "Hey, Billy, you still on the tequila?" And he goes, "Nope, on everything else though," he said.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did. Well, we were into the pharmaceuticals at that point in time too. With that night, yeah, I partied with them. Went out. That was two different shows. We went and had dinner in between.
Yeah.
They took up the back of the restaurant for that one. Had people coming up, groupies giving them autographs and shit.
Yeah.
And I was just sitting there like just messed up, just watching the whole thing happen.
Right on.
But yeah, that's my two stories about partying with the rock band. But I'd love to see that video again with Hard Rock and Dokken, man.
Yeah, I mean, I could talk about doing fucking. It's another fucking story for another fucking podcast. But, I mean, that's what this whole fucking podcast has been about, or supposed to be about. It's about sharing fucking cool stories and talking about philosophies and shit like that. I mean, I know we got a little heavy on the last podcast talking about, racial issues, but, I mean,
it's hard not to talk about that.
It's hard not to talk about it because we got to fucking deal with it, man. I mean, I can't ride my own little bubble. I can't ride down the fucking road and not fucking see the fact that I can't go a certain way because there's some stupid fucking protest and shut down the fucking highway.
Yeah.
So now I got to go around it. You know what I mean? Because, I don't know what the fuck. Why the fuck? When the fuck did it become a thing for motherfuckers to shut down a fucking highway to fucking protest something?
Yeah.
When the fuck did that become a thing?
I don't know.
I can't do anything for you, man. Why are you impeding my fucking travel because you got a point to fucking prove? How about this? Take it to the fucking source. You want to march? March at the Capitol. Whatever capital that may be. Why you got to shut down a fucking highway?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to live my fucking life. I'm trying to do me. I'm dealing with the same bullshit you're fucking dealing with.
Well,
Oh, you're not black. You wouldn't understand. All right, fair enough. But at the same fucking time, I understand being inconvenienced.
yeah.
I understand not being able to do what I want to do because you got a point to prove. Now you're stepping on my dick. So fuck you. How about that?
Well,
Hey, and you know what? Here, I'm going to fucking... Oh, hold on.
Uh-oh. Let me get the edit button.
Oh, by the way, the last podcast, there's a chunk missing out of it.
Yeah.
I went on a tangent about
Yeah.
a specific fucking motorcycle club.
Yeah.
And we had to fucking get rid of it.
Yeah, it was bad.
It would have been bad.
It would have been bad.
There would have been a problem. But,
nonetheless,
let's pick up where we left off.
which is nowhere.
But, look, I see posts on the internet of a certain motorcycle club is going to take over a certain city. I see all these posts. Why don't this particular club step in and take over this bullshit that's happening? Listen, motorcycle clubs are not here to fucking save the general public. We are just trying to do our own thing.
Well, yeah, that's because I understand what you're saying there. It's based on what somebody had said. Well, when a motorcycle club moves into a neighborhood, generally the neighborhood cleans up and it becomes a safer place. Well, that's true to a certain degree, but along that lines, it doesn't cut in this case. I understand.
Well, it's a matter of the motorcycle club culture is we're going to do what the fuck we want to do. And we don't give a flying fuck what you do in your world, right? So let's say our motorcycle club, right? I don't give two shits what happens across the street. If you want to fucking do fucking whatever the fuck you do in your house, you have fucking at it. Okay? Because motorcycle clubs, you know what? Fuck it. Bikers in general are about freedom.
Yeah.
It's about being able to do what you want to do. You're not hurting anybody. You're not causing any fucking...
Ride your ride, man.
Ride your ride. Do
Ride
your
your
thing,
ride.
right? I'm going to do my thing. You do your thing.
Yeah.
We'll coexist together.
Yeah.
Right?
No shit.
Most motorcycle clubs, from my perspective, are about that, right? Now, you know, you hear fucking people talk about territories and this and that is what it is. And I'm not going to get into it. I'm not in that world. I got nothing to say about it. But when it comes to, like, say, a neighborhood, right? When it comes to, like, say, okay, well, motorcycle club moved into this fucking neighborhood, and it became safer. I don't know if it became safer or you don't see as much dumb shit, because if you're gonna fuck around our clubhouse, we're gonna fucking handle it, because we don't fucking look for law enforcement to help us.
Let's just say bikers, for the most part, won't suffer a fool. They will not suffer a fool or bullshit for too long.
We will police ourselves, and we will handle our own problems.
It's not about what's legal, it's about what's right.
And we do not call 911.
And most bikers, most motorcycle clubs are like that.
I would like to think most bikers.
I would think so too, yeah. For the most
Except for
part.
them fucking cop clubs out there.
And them gold wingers.
Gold wingers. Gold wingers, goddamn.
We mean no malicious, it's just like a running joke.
It is a running. I mean, no,
it is.
I get it.
It is what it is. Figure it out. I don't know. Is it a joke? Is it not a joke? What do they mean by it? I don't know. Fucking gold wingers.
I'm going to say this. I understand why somebody would want to ride a gold wing. I just don't understand how they can live with themselves once they do it. You go ahead and fucking interpret that however you want. In fact, if you're listening to this and you ride a goddamn gold wing, you are more than welcome to sit down with us and explain to us why you chose a gold wing.
Please.
And why you feel that it's the motorcycle for you, because I can't wrap my head around a gold wing. I just can't do it.
And trust me, and it's easy to find us. It really is. Hit us up on the Bikers Lifestyle podcast page. Hit us up on the Bikers Lifestyle podcast Facebook page, rather.
If you're hearing this, if you're hearing my fucking voice, if you're hearing Tank's fucking voice, then it's not hard to fucking get a hold of us.
That's right.
There's a comment section. And first of all, you know, you fuckers need to fucking like and subscribe to this fucking shit. Otherwise, we don't get fucking popular, you know, and we don't fucking get to reap the rewards of our hard fucking... This shit ain't free. These fucking microphones ain't free. My time is fucking not as valuable as the fucking camera that's fucking recording us. Oh, and by the way, the last fucking video didn't have a camera. And it's not Tank's fault. It's my fucking fault. My computer. My problem. So... I want to take full ownership in the fact that my goddamn, my laptop had some sort of weird ass fucking Windows 10 upgrade, and now it does weird fucking shit. Hey, Bill Gates, stop fucking around with the coronavirus and figure out your fucking system, you piece of shit. I'm about to switch over to fucking Apple. God damn. But fuck.
Yeah,
I'm all pissed off because my fucking Pistons. I had to fucking make some modifications to my Pistons because they didn't have enough clearance for my big-ass giant fucking intake valves. And I had to fucking tear my bike back apart after getting it running.
Yeah.
And this podcast right here is taking away time for me putting my motorcycle back
I gave
together.
you an option.
I know.
But you said you wanted to walk away from it too, and I get that to a point.
You get frustrated, man. You're like, man, all that matters to me right now is getting that fucking thing back together. But, you know... If we're going to make this thing grow, and this whole thing, and I don't feel like I'm doing it for myself. I feel like all I'm trying to do is fucking get people a voice, you know? Because you know what? There's this fucking thing. It's called American MC. Have you heard of it? It's called American MC. I'm pretty sure it is. And it's like they call it a documentary. And it's, from what I can see, and I have not watched one fucking episode of this, and you can see it, I want to say on Amazon Prime. I want to say it's on there. Wow. Yeah, it's called a docuseries.
I have Amazon Prime.
It's called American MC. Right there. There's where it is. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, by the way, not scripted. He had no idea I was going to bring this up, and I really didn't know I was going to bring up either, but I don't know what we're drinking.
Are they like the Laughing Devils?
Yeah, there's a lot of similarities.
Oh, no.
And it's, from what I can understand, it's about a club, air quotes, if you're not, watching us on YouTube right now, you're just listening to the podcast on Spotify or a Google Play platform or wherever else this fucking thing is at. But if you're listening, I'm air quoting, it's about a motorcycle club trying to get established, and they go on a ride, a very famous ride that another motorcycle club does that's very famous on the West Coast. I'm being very vague for a reason.
Obviously.
And they kind of document their I don't know, story or travels, and I encourage everybody to look at it, because I have not watched one episode, but I watched all the trailers, and all I can say is it is so fucking Hollywood. It is so fucking bullshit.
Oh, then I need to be entertained and check that out.
It's like, I don't know for certain if it's bullshit. I'm going to go ahead and say that it is based on my own experiences. And if anybody from American MC, I don't know, documentary or docuseries
Get in touch with us, man.
wants to fucking sit down with me and explain to me the bullshit that I fucking watched, they're more than welcome to, and I'll listen with an open fucking mind.
Sure.
But I'm going to tell you this. At first blush, at watching it, it's the same bullshit that we see Discovery Channel put out there about fucking MCs when it came to that. What was it? Laughing Devils was the club that had a different name. Whatever the fuck it is. Comment down below if you fucking know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
but
yeah, right.
It was like, it was a series where they followed a motorcycle club around, and there was all this drama and all this Listen, first of all, a real fucking motorcycle club is not going to fucking let you see what's going on behind the fucking curtain.
Right.
Okay? A real motorcycle club keeps its fucking mouth shut and fucking handles its fucking business behind closed fucking doors.
In fact, that's probably one of the big reasons why we don't have these guys talking to us on this show. It's not for lack of knowing them and people that would have a great story to tell.
Oh, other motorcycles?
Other motorcycles, yeah.
Well, it's because it's taboo to fucking bring up fucking business of motorcycle clubs.
Yeah. Unless you write a book.
Yeah, unless you get fucking put out bad and you fucking decide to start writing books and, starting shows,
Dr. Bejos. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Listen, to all fucking 12 of our listeners, if you ever fucking see...
Yeah, we lost one. That's right.
Yeah, we did lose one because...
we were liberals, yeah.
We're too liberal. Whatever. Anyways, fuck Trump. But, fuck them all. If you ever see like a fucking, like, I don't care, stick whatever club, fill in the blank. This club and this dude is now out. He's got a fucking bone to pick, and he's going to write a tell-all book, or he's going to fucking have a tell-all series on fill in the blank fucking cable channel. Take it with a grain of salt. Okay? I don't give a shit who it is. You're only going to get their perspective, and you're only going to get their point of view. And the fact of the matter is, you don't have the whole story if you only have one side of it.
That's true.
That's
true.
You're not going to get the whole fucking story. Until a guy who was in a club gets put out bad or whatever and writes a book, until that person sits down at a table like this across from somebody else who has a different point of view, you're never going to get the whole fucking story.
That's the way it is with the truth.
That's the way it is with the truth.
Yeah. Well, you hit upon the very thing that separates us, and that is, with us, you're not getting any bullshit. There's no Hollywood. There's no Discovery series. There's no docudrama. It's just all the real.
Yeah.
And getting along back to talking to the people out there, and if you're listening to this and you know somebody who can help us out, we want to make it so maybe we can interview. If somebody's got a good story to tell, we can get them on Skype and do this shit, and maybe get somebody else that doesn't have to be here physically with us.
I almost feel like the people are scared to talk to us.
I wondered about that.
No, I mean, I'll tell you exactly why. I'm not going to pull any punches. I'm going to ask you real fucking questions. I'm not going to fucking sit here and, well, what are you here to promote?
Yeah,
right. I'm not going to sit here and be like, you know, hey man, you say your piece and I'm gonna fucking just nod and agree with everything you have to say. I will argue till the fucking end of goddamn time. You know?
No.
Yeah, it's true. And this is to give the average man a fucking voice. The average man, the average biker, the average motorcycle enthusiast, the average guy that fucking rides motor. I'm gonna give you a voice. Here's a platform to do it. You know what I mean? If you're riding no. Far too often you see all these fucking long-winded goddamn posts on Facebook or whatever.
Yeah.
That, oh, this is what a real biker thinks. This is, okay, fine. Let's have a conversation about what you think. Maybe you're right. I'll go on a fucking website, or not a website, I'll go on a Facebook page labeled, you know, Dyna Nation or Dyna whatever, right? Where it's basically guys in their 20s and they're riding Dynas and they're doing wheelies and they're, you know, they got a club-style motorcycle, which is apparently fucking T-bars and a mini fairing and whatever. And they'll be talking about just the dumbest shit ever, in my opinion, because they're talking about, like, well, you know, this is the best fucking engine combination. This is the best tire. And it's like,
Jesus
it's like,
Christ.
dude, I've already fucking been through that.
Yeah.
You know? So I get it. But the way I view this lifestyle is different than you, because you're trying to walk where I've already been. And I haven't seen it all. I haven't done it all. Not even close. And I am not an expert on shit.
However.
But at the same time, I know what I want to do to my motorcycle. I know what works for me with my motorcycle. And what works for you, works for you. What works for me, works for me. And I'm not going to fault you for being different than me.
Right.
So that's where I'm at. I don't give a shit what fucking flannel you wear. I wear Dixon. I wear whatever the fuck.
No. You're not supposed to do that. No. You're not cool unless you wear this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I hear you, man.
I have never fucking gone on a ride with somebody and had a problem with what they were wearing.
No.
It has never come up. I have never fucking, hey man, are you wearing that fucking type of shirt? Yeah, you better go home and change because I'm not riding with you with that shit on. Never came up. Never came up.
The only time I ever said something was to a girl up at A-Bait, and she was getting on back of the bike, and she had this big, long, fucking stupid scarf on.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, if I were you, that thing wrapped around her neck a couple of times. I said, I'd worry about that getting caught in the belt down there.
Well, yeah.
Because it was hanging down here, and that's the only time I think And you know what? She laughed, and the way they rode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It reminds me of a time before I met my wife, who listens to our fucking episodes, by the way.
That's right.
So I got to watch what I say because, you know, I don't want to fuck up my home life with this shit. But once upon a time before I met my wife,
you didn't want her to invoke marital law.
Yeah. So once upon a time before I met my wife, I would have different ladies on the back of whatever motorcycle I had.
That's happened.
Yeah, it's a thing.
It apparently.
Yeah, motorcycles attract women. Go figure.
Who knew?
Yeah. Whoops. Anyways, and I would have random ladies from the local scene want to ride on whatever motorcycle I was on, and sometimes they didn't have the proper gear, quote unquote gear. You know, I know gear Nazis love to fucking jump on social media and talk about, oh, you need fucking this, you need fucking that. If
all the gear all the time.
Yeah,
that's what worked for you.
I don't know how many countless times I once gave a ride to a young lady wearing flip-flops and a bikini.
Yeah.
End of fucking list of what she was wearing. Flip-flops, bikini, and she's like, can I have a ride? You absolutely can.
Oh, gosh,
you absolutely can.
Oh, on the bike. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. That's neither here nor there.
Sorry. Was that allowed?
Do you have a pair of glasses? It just so happens I have an extra pair. Here you go.
Just as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here you go. Where can we go? Wherever the fuck you want to go.
Wherever you want, baby.
Wherever you want to go, we're going, man. Fuck it. No, it's fine. Yeah, and I mean, if I'm not too high and mighty to fucking let some fucking chick, you know, well, let me rephrase. I wasn't so high and mighty to let some fucking random chick ride on the back of my bike that may or may not be wearing the appropriate gear.
It's all about free choice, man. People choose. People make their decisions.
There's a fucking dude that rolls around this fucking area wearing a fucking Speedo.
That's right.
There's a dude. He's got a Dyna, man. You'll see him riding around. He's actually somewhat famous.
He is famous. That's a famous meme. Yeah.
Yeah, it's this dude. He's got long hair. He's this old hippie dude. He's probably got to be in his fucking 60s. He's wearing a Speedo and nothing else. Yeah. You know, barefoot, bare chest.
That was up on
Speedo.
Yeah, I-90-39, man, right outside of Janesville. That picture was taken.
See him all the time, man. I fucking always and dude,
Yeah.
he's living life.
Yeah, God, hey, man, whatever.
He's living life.
Whatever fucking flips your Twinkie, man. If
Who
that's,
gives a
you know,
shit? If you go down, you're gonna get fucked up.
well, that's, you know what? That's his business.
It's his fucking choice.
That's
to
his
make.
choice. That's right.
Yeah, if you drink too much, you're gonna get cirrhosis of the fucking liver.
Well,
if you smoke
yeah.
too much, you're gonna get fucking lung cancer. But you know what? It's your fucking life.
It's your life.
At
man.
the end of the day, your life ain't worth a fucking dime.
Yeah,
It's not. It ain't worth a dime to me.
not even a plug nickel.
Yeah. It is what it is. You do you.
Yeah, you do you.
Well, we should probably wrap this shit up.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, I think so. Probably. You've probably still got shit banging around in your head about your bike. Me too, man. I've been trying to dial my bike in all week. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's that time. Well, I don't. Unless you got more to say, I got more time to hear.
No. I think we'll probably wrap it up. I got to be in Illinois here pretty soon, so.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, it's only 7 miles over the border into that Nazi state, but Jesus, I
fuck.
tell you.
You got fucking legal weed though.
Yeah, but you know what? It's not at the dispensaries.
What do you mean?
Yeah, Rockford. From what I understand, Rockford's they've been saving it for the medical card people. I've yet to walk into a legal weed store and take.
I heard
part
it tastes
of
better
their
if you buy it from the street.
I've heard that too.
Yeah.
No, you know, I
like non-corporate weed
I got to,
per se.
I got to. We'll wrap it up.
Oh, it's up to you.
No, because I mean, this one we're going to air this one. It'll be this is Sunday, and you guys are going to see it in a few days, and so, I like the fact that we can catch up on it. I think this is a short one. You know, I just sort of wanted to get back on the air, and I wouldn't say exonerate ourselves, but just say, hey, we tried something. We don't think it worked right.
It's not going to be an easy issue.
No, but I mean, I don't think you're going to find more real conversation like that if you're watching the news or anything like that.
You're not going to. We have no fucking spin to put on it.
Right.
I don't give a fuck what you think about me.
Yeah.
I really don't. I mean, if you're fucking hearing my voice and at the end of the fucking episode you feel like, oh, well, I don't want to fucking follow this fucking podcast anymore. I'm going to fucking write a fucking comment about how I'm leaving. Just fucking save it. Because whatever the fuck you say, I don't give a fuck what your opinion is. Oh, you're leaving? You don't like it? Great. Fuck you. Go somewhere else. Don't care. Don't give a shit. Because it wasn't for you to begin with then.
You get what you paid for.
You get what you paid for.
I want to wrap this up right now if we could, everybody. Just say, hey, we do want a little help. If somebody wants to say, show us the way we can Skype and get somebody else to get you involved. We've got a guy named Josh Phillips. We want to get Josh on here and talk to him. He seems like a really cool fuck. I want to talk to him.
I live my life through Josh sometimes.
Josh, vicariously, definitely.
He's
Josh,
doing it real big.
Tits up, brother. We love you, man. We love you. But I got. Hopefully, when we get back on here next week, we both got motorcycles that are running to our satisfaction. But keep in mind, everybody, the most dangerous part of your motorcycle is the nut that connects the handlebars to the seat. Thanks a lot.
Fuck off.